Hello, Viper team. I just wanted to do a midweek update for you. All of this information can be found in the weekly update under the top section for that midweek. Just wanted to start off with some words of encouragement. Let's stop and take a moment to breathe. The last 2 days have been rough for all of us. It is like starting the school year from the beginning in regards to this massive reset of routines and procedures. I need to come back to the word grace. We are all feeling the pressure, and there never seems to be an end to the endless needs throughout the building. We are okay. You are okay. Our students are okay. So, again, I say take a deep breath and let the stress flow out of your body. Did we keep students alive the past few days? Did you do the best you could in this transition to in person? Did you get a chance to teach our young scholars? Then you won. Keep things in perspective. That's super important. And again, I just want to thank you for your flexibility and your teamwork. We have a few things to go over. I need to make sure that you guys get your seating charts in. So if you could please make sure you get a copy of your seating chart to Suzanne and make sure you have your name on the chart before turning it in. That helps with contact tracing and some of the new guidelines from the CDC. So tomorrow, we are going to do what's called a consent to test form. So in order to initiate the Binax Now rapid antigen test, we need to send out a consent form with our students for their parents to sign. We will be handing these out tomorrow at the end of the day. Students have the opportunity to earn a new uniform ticket when they turn in the signed consent form. Okay, so here's the procedure. The forms will come to your classrooms at the end of the day, followed by an announcement over the intercom. You're going to give every kid a form as they leave for the day. Parents will receive an automated announcement at the end of the day regarding the importance of this form and its return to our school. Students will be instructed to return the form to their first period teacher on Friday morning. When teachers arrive to work on Friday, they need to come to the office to pick up their bag of golden tickets. When the teacher collects the form, they will give students a golden ticket for a free uniform day. Someone will be around to pick up the forms during first period on Friday. If no one comes to your room, please make sure you drop off the forms in the office with Abby. So again, we're sending out the consent forms tomorrow afternoon. Please refer to the midweek portion of the weekly update, which is right towards the top. It'll have an asterisk, underline, all the good stuff so that you can identify it and so that you can not be surprised about these consent forms. Okay. All right. Traffic in the office. In following with the state guidelines for contact tracing, please do not send students to the office. You have an issue with a student that cannot be redirected in class and they are on their third strike. You need to call the office and someone will come and get that student when someone is available. I know this feels frustrating, but we only have so much manpower in the office and we were two people down today. And one person down yesterday, and with all of actually two people down yesterday. So phones are ringing and parents are calling about sync learning. There's just a lot of activity. So you can also send an email to Brenda or Isis in the office and they will reach out to administration. Okay, so sometimes when you send an email to admin, if we're in a meeting or we're not in our office, we may not get it. So please send it to Brenda or Isis as they're at their desks and they check their emails regularly. We've had some student computer issues. If a student has a broken Chromebook, please fill out this form that you'll find in the weekly update and that goes directly to Abby. And then also send Abby an email. She will then call the student to the office. Do not send the student down until Abby reaches out. We've had kids just come to the office with broken Chromebooks and stuff like that. And so they're may not be anybody there to assist in that moment. And then we have this student that's either sitting in the office or sitting in the hallway. We just really need kids to stay in class until we can come and get them. Wednesday lunches. So let's clear up the confusion around Wednesday early release lunch. This was announced in the staff meeting last week and should have been reinforced in your grade level meeting. If you did not get that information, then I apologize for the shock you felt today. On Wednesdays, teachers must supervise student lunches. We have 2 lunches that overlap, 6th and 8th grade, and we do not have enough manpower in the office. So we've had some people that have been out. We already have some person that can't come to work due to possible COVID exposure. So we just don't have enough people to do that on this day. So you will cover the class you are in that moment. So the class right before lunch is the class that you will cover. And this may not be your own cohort. We will send out the potty squad to give you a bathroom break. I'm working on a rotation schedule, but must present it to the leadership team first. So we're trying to work out something so that you guys have every other week coverage, but it's just going to take a little bit of time. So be looking for that next Tuesday, as that'll be approved by the leadership team. Okay. Again, sorry for any confusion around that. It was communicated, but some people must not have gotten the communication or missed that in the meetings. If you need to order PPE, we're asking, first of all, that we're requiring teachers to wear their KN95 masks for the first 2 weeks of school, and then a decision will be made. Right now, Prairie Heights has a COVID outbreak, and they had to send several cohorts home. We want to make sure we always have enough PPE. So let your grade level lead, elective lead know when you are low. They will be instructed to fill out the PPE form, and that goes to Abby in the office, and we will get what you need as soon as possible. Okay. So any questions around that, let us know, or let your grade level lead know, and we'll go over at the leadership meeting to get information. The one thing that I want you guys to keep in mind is make sure you keep your PPE bins as full as possible, and make sure your hand sanitizer is half full at all times. When you get to the half full mark, you need to let us know, or if you start to fall below that, because I want to make sure that we fill it up. We should be using tons of hand sanitizer throughout the day. If you need a nurse, if you have a student that needs to see a nurse, please call the office and we will radio the clinic to get someone to your room. I know that sometimes when you guys call the office, the lines are busy, something's happening, everybody's working. And if that student is sick and you feel like you don't want them in the class, then just set them out in the hallway for right by your door, and call the office or send an email to Abby in the office, and we will take care of business. Safety protocols. So things that we need to shore up in regards to the walkthroughs that I saw in the last couple of days is when you take a mask break with your students, you must be outside with them. Okay, so we're doing that mask break. I saw kids outside. They were all grouped up. There was no adult out there. This is unsatisfactory, as it becomes a liability, especially, and I must emphasize this, especially when we have kids out front. So you must have an adult supervising kids out front, because they're out and not in a lockdown. Kids in the back, the risk is lower, but the kids in the front, you have to be out there with them. You have to be out there regardless of where they are. So you need to slow things down, and you need to follow the mask break protocol. There's no sports equipment. There's nothing. It is a 3 to 5 minute break. It's not any longer than that. And when you don't follow the protocols for the mask breaks and the safety protocols, and we have other teachers that do that follow those to a T, it creates a battle when they go into the classroom that's yours. So we are all in on this. And I can't, if something were to happen, because an adult was not supervising during the mask break, that's a liability issue and I can't save you. I just can't. I mean, that's something that goes over my head and it's out of my reach for you. So I can't emphasize it enough. Okay. If you have questions about it, please let me know. And I will go over those protocols and those procedures with you again. That is all really for this midweek update. I hope you guys end the week strong, and just remember, grace is our word, and just keep teaching. You're doing a great job. Have a great rest of your day, Vipers.